The Pacific banana slug is a large terrestrial mollusk. It's known for being vibrant yellow, which is where it gets its name. It kind of looks like a banana pepper, honestly, but sometimes they're also like spotted, like the one that I saw, or they can be brown, white, green, and that can change based off of their diet. This is in vintage suede.
Corner to outer corner.
And then I want to take it a little bit past my crease. Okay, and then I'm gonna go and make like an oval, basically connecting it to my bottom lash. And where it's already extended out, I'm just gonna really round it out.
I was thinking of like the slug antennas at this point.
See, so I had to go, I don't know if you can see, but like it's kind of going into the bridge of my nose a little bit.
And then I just bring it all the way
out. And same thing out here, just connecting it, not like bulging it out much. Like I want to kind of keep my eye shape for it to be like that. But I do want this color to really shine, pop through, and then we're going to blend it out with another color, but ever so slightly. So when I close my eyes, I want a little bit of this shade left over.
This color is the star of the show today. Okay.
And then I just use my finger and blend it out. I'm tapping it. Kind of keeping it where it is, but softening it up a little bit. And I would say with these Budge sticks, it's best to like you do small strokes. Because if you try and glide, they're just matte, so like you can't really glide with them. Definitely budge them. And I'm gonna go in my lash step. Very dirty and kind of old. In this shade. It's a little more orangey, so I feel like it will bring some warmth to the whole look without kind of taking away completely from, I don't know, the vibe. And then with a kind of round dome flat brush, I'm just gonna work that right along the edges. Because like the one that I saw is more of a brownish green color, I guess. And sometimes they're like fully yellow. That's where they get their name from, banana slug. But kind of start with tapping just right along that edge, like kind of half and half, like on the color, but also slightly above it. I don't want to take it out too far, but I am going to use this as kind of like my guide, just to kind of add a little bit of dimension to it. And I know you're supposed to work like lightest to darkest, but I think we will be fine. I didn't really think about that step yet. When I was playing with it, I kind of was just looking for like how the colors went together. So it probably would have helped to have a lighter color before this, like whatever your transition shade will be. But I'm just gonna go in with that after.
And then we're going to connect this to the bottom.
And I'll start with this brush, but then I'm gonna go ahead and go with a smaller version of that brush. And I have this, I think this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. They have like a duo. Seeing if it's doing what mine does, where like it is going like that, like I'm gonna fill that in right now, right there, but not this brush. It's probably because the angle that I just went in, right? Because my eye dips down and then it comes up, but I have all of this creasing that happens under there. So I try and like hide that with my shadow. Really connect that out. Now, I don't think that's too intense, the color placement or anything, but it's definitely picking up on the camera different than I'm seeing myself with this lighting. So I'm gonna go in with a nude. Flat, fluffy brush, just on the tip. And then just kind of work that along out here, help that blend. Make sure it's all soft. Okay, I just want to keep the edges soft. I don't want to like take the color away. So using a tone that is similar to your skin color can kind of help soften it up, but not add to how dramatic it is. So a fun fact about the banana slug is it can secrete some slime. Their slime numbs their predators' mouths. So there you go. The more you know. Okay, and next I'm gonna go in with a white liner brush, and I just want to, where we bulge this out, I just kind of want to emphasize that that is there. And my pencil is not as sharp as I would like it to be, but I'm gonna make it work. We're gonna try to make it work, at least. It's working perfectly over here, and it's just not wanting to work on the other side. Okay, it just needed a little bit of powder down first, apparently. Okay, that works. That works. And then I'm just gonna go right on top with a white shadow. And I thought of this white as like, if you see in the picture, you know, like they're so wet that it kind of causes a shine, right? That's what I was thinking in regards to adding some white to kind of so I guess starting off doing my eyeliner basically as I would any other day. And I found this eyeliner, specifically like the felt pen, works really well with this. And then I'm going to kind of round it back up to where You see the pattern coming down on the crease. Right, and nature is not exact, so when I do things inspired by nature and try and like loosen up a little bit and just kind of go with go by the heart. Some pieces are longer, some are shorter, some are just little dots. See, like it kind of gives like cheetah print vibes, but it's not cheetah print. Ta-da! So the only thing that I'm really gonna like try and replicate on the other side is just like how thick this outer liner is. If you try and force it too much, like they're not gonna be able to come out the same. So same idea of like where maybe long ones versus short ones are, but then from there, like you can go all the way in with your liner if you want to. I'm just gonna go in with a Tightline first and see how I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with the eyes for a little bit longer. I want to go in with this eyeshadow quad by Farrah, and I'm gonna go in with this guy. This is one of my favorite shades. Like, I'll wear this just by itself, just to give a little oomph. But I don't know, cause the Slug kind of, I don't know, it's like a greenish, brownish tint to it. So just another step to kind of add a little bit more dimension to the whole look. I'm just gonna pop that right in the center. Yeah, like it's kind of got a greenish to it a little bit. And so I think this shade just does perfect because it's like a little bit of greenish yellow to it. I love it. I love it so much. So pretty. Okay. And then I've got this Nomad one too. It's like a darker green. I think I might put this down here a little bit. Just add a little bit of oomph. Just a little bit of oomph. Sweet sauce. I still haven't really decided what I want to do with my lower lash line. I guess I'll just go over. I'm gonna go in with a lip mask. If you have like an eye gloss, I would say use that. But I'm just working with what I got right now, and I'm not going anywhere special, so I'm just gonna pop that on right. So you're definitely gonna want to use a actual like eye gloss, because the lip mask did this after maybe like 20 minutes, so heads up. Over top, not too far inner corner, but definitely all over that crease. Give it a little bit of a wet look, and in a little bit, kind of, I guess, so like it so it like kind of meets the inner shadow that we did, but I'm not gonna put too much of it. Anastasia Beverly Hills, their clear brow gel. I'm gonna use the smudge stick. I'm gonna go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is probably my favorite liner in Dusty Rose. It's a nice mauve, similar to the blush I think that we used. Just softly. I mean, that's cute. I like that, honestly. Butter gloss, NYX butter gloss in Ginger Snap. What's this like? The finished look. More slug facts. They are the second largest slugs in the world, growing up to 10 inches. They move at a maximum of 6.5 inches per minute. They eat dead leaves, animal droppings, and fungi, and berries. So banana slugs live from 1 to 7 years, and they're hermaphrodites. So they're primarily found in coastal coniferous rainforests. You can find the banana slug in the PNW, which is where I'm from, all the way from Alaska to California. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.